Hey guys, one day at a time. Made it through another day, and I'm live on this channel every night on this YouTube channel. I go live, subscribe, be notified, and then come in, leave a comment. Let me know how your day's going. Say hello to me. Let me know if you think life is good, bad, or whatever. We have to keep pushing forward. And I have some thoughts tonight I want to share with you, and take it one step at a time. But my thoughts tonight are going to be centered around, awkward moments in life, awkward conversations, which is a huge mental stumbling block in your progress. Rob on a live check-in. What's up, Rob? Good to see you, man. As I get older in life, hey, Tony, what's up, man? How's Florida? Florida's good, Tony. It's 73 degrees Fahrenheit right now in South Florida. Again, Florida's a big state, man. So it all depends on where you're going to stay. It's going to be a cold front coming in next week. What's a cold front in Florida? 70 degrees would be the high, at night it may be 50 or 48. That's the cold front in Florida in winter. Apathy, hey Sam, how are you? Hey all, good to see you. Apathy, gang of youth, my brother of every blessed night. Yeah, blessed. Look, I'm in Florida. I'm thankful for that. I looked at one of my videos from last year. I think it was like January 17th, 2018 from last year. And I only had 600 subscribers. And I was like, wow. I was like, wow, I got like, right now I have 6,800 or so. So I said, that's made a lot of progress. And then I said, my life has made progress. I'm living where I want to live. I got a remote position. So, sometimes in life we want things faster, but I've also really been in a season of reflecting and how blessed I am. Look, life has a little bit of an agony. It's a little bit of annoying at your mind, as the days go by and as you get older, and you have to find things to get you worked up and inspired about life because, you know, eh, life is what it is. And as you get older, it's a little bit more of a battle, and I think more of a mental battle than anything else. But, and that's part of the reason why I picked tonight's topic, awkward. One of the hurdles I've seen in life, especially in the workplace, but in all areas of life, is dealing with awkward conversations, feeling awkward around people. And when you feel when you feel awkward, you retreat mentally, you retreat physically, you retreat from sharing yourself. You have an awkward conversation with your manager and you're going to retreat. You have an awkward conversation with somebody and you just retreat sometimes from sharing. Um, One of the biggest blessings in life is talking to someone you don't have to say much and they totally get you. It's not awkward. When things aren't awkward, it's a total blessing. I mean, it's your spirits are connected at a higher level than words. Like analogy of being on the basketball court, there would be certain people you play with and they kind of know the move you're going to make. They anticipate it. They pass the ball like a step ahead of you because they know you're in sync. Being in sync with someone, being on the same page as someone, there's not a lot of effort. There's not a lot of contention. It's a free flowing, great space to be in. And I believe in our personal life, I think we should surround ourselves with people that it's not very awkward. It's very much in rhythm. You're in sync. But the reality of life, to push forward in life, life is about dealing with resistance. Um, and you're going to deal with resistance and awkward conversations. And I'm specifically thinking the workplace. So what you have to remember is this. One is you have to just have a mental acceptance that this is part of life. It's not that you're some strange, odd person. This is part of life. That's why we're shedding light on it tonight. Awkward conversations, awkward moments. The bottom line is ask the question you need to ask. Get the information. See, here's the problem with awkward conversations. It's an intimidating mental barrier that prevents you from asking further questions. The greatest thing a leader can have is to understand everyone's mental pain and then create an environment where they can share their questions without awkwardness. But that's everyone doesn't have that gift. That's a great leadership gift. Not everyone has that, but they have other gifts. What I'm here to tell you is an awkward situation will prevent you from asking the questions you need to ask. And you need to get questions answered in order to get things done. How do you deal with that awkward spirit? You have to be confident enough to just say, look, I need these questions answered. And you have to feel that uncomfortable moment. You have to be pleasant. And then you have to not give a F. And not give a F where you're hurtful, you're rebellious, or like, you're throwing a fit or you're causing drama. But you have to have a certain mentality of, look, I'm presenting myself respectfully, kind, and like a gentleman or like a woman or whatever you want to call it. But I have to do what I have to do. I mean, I have things that I need addressed. And people respect you as you do that. And if they don't, you can't control it. You can't control everything. You have to learn to let go. Letting go is a huge part of mental health. Huge part. Why are we talking about awkwardness? Because it's a huge thing with regards to your mental momentum for going forward. There was a movie called The Big Short. It was about people who shorted the stock market during the Great Recession. And there was this one guy who was very intelligent, but he couldn't really form conversations with people without being awkward. And it would prevent a level of social interaction, cause him to internalize a lot of mental pain, and it was unhealthy for him. And eventually he had to, he had almost like a mini meltdown because of other pressure. You have to self-express. If people don't get that, and you have to, look, and you're not going to be suited for everything. There's no guarantee in life that everything is going to work out. But if you're not going to be successful in whatever you're doing in life, then you might as well go out being yourself. That's how you avoid the resistance of retreating during awkwardness in your life, whether it's an awkward conversation at work, awkward conversation in social setting. I remember Bill Parcells, who's a famous football coach. He had started his football career very unsuccessful. And in the early 80s and mid 80s, he wasn't that successful. And he said he was actually on the verge of being fired. And he felt awkward pressure from management to run the team a certain way and to be a certain type of and from the press and from people, pressure to do something way. And he said he remembered during the off season, he said he was in the final year of his contract. He said, I got two ways to look at the last season here in my contract. Either one is I'm going to be myself and I'm going to fail. Or two is I'm going to be what they want me to be. And I may succeed, but I may fail again. He goes, I think I can accept being myself and letting the dice roll, but I don't think I can accept being someone else, because even if he had a successful season, he wouldn't have won long term. How long can you hide yourself? You can hide yourself for a pretty long time, but eventually you have to be yourself, or that stress, you're going to totally internalize it and you're going to explode. And it's going to be very unhealthy. Awkwardness causes you to internalize everything. Because of an awkward conversation, because of an awkward moment, you say, that's it, I'm shutting down. Shut down. Forget the government shutdown, you're going to have a self-shutdown. People are more concerned about a government shutdown than their own self-care. How many people watched that today on the news and didn't go to the gym? How many people watched an hour worth of the political news but didn't walk for an hour? That's why you have bad mental health. It's got nothing to do with Trump or Pelosi. It's got everything to do with yourself. Okay, this is what we're talking about, self-care. And being aware of the mental barrier of awkwardness and not allowing that to totally make you internalize everything and not ask the questions you need to ask. And not say, look, I'm respectful. I'm doing the best I can. And if this ain't good enough, well, shit, this is me. You understand what I'm saying? And this is how you build confidence. Because this is what awkwardness, if you're very unconfident, you'll retreat and you're going to go right back to the bottom of the barrel. In life, confidence plays a huge part. Not arrogance, but confidence. And confidence is, you know what? It's going to be awkward sometimes. That's all right. I can dig it. And I think this is how we push forward. And day by day, step by step, overcoming mental barriers of the day, we push forward, we persevere. Does it make life 100% perfect? No, look, we all hope we're independently wealthy and we don't have to deal with that many people. That's, I understand that. But look, I'm in the battle too. I mean, I've been in the battle since I was of working age. This is part of life, guys. And you got to persevere. Okay. And you got to take it one day at a time, one step at a time. And that's my opening sermon. I try to knock that out very early. And now we'll go into all live comments. Let me know about your day. Let me know about what you're going through in life. Doesn't have to be on this topic. Again, every night I welcome you to join the live chat. You could just keep me in the background, and then once in a while leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is the word inspire, the symbol _38. You're free to, I post a lot of inspirational stuff on there too. You can reach out to me. You can direct message me there. Just again, don't direct message me anything too X-rated unless you're a hot girl. Then please feel free. But am I going to believe that is really you in that hot picture? No, I'm not. I'm not going to believe you. Because, how many you got to look at it this way, right? How many hot girls are going to find a guy on YouTube? One is a hot girl is always busy. Never forget that, guys. Like you see a hot girl in the store, you think she's by herself. She's never by herself. Her boyfriend's in the car, or her boyfriend's at home, or her boyfriend's texting her. A hot girl is never alone. Never. And she's damn sure ain't watching YouTube waiting for someone to direct message you. Now, but does it matter? No, because eventually beauty fades. But does everyone want beauty? Yeah, just like every girl wants a life. Okay. And this is what I'm sharing with you. Why? Because this is what people go through. And that's what I'm sharing with you. All right, good job. Hydration break, then we go all live comments. Good job. Thumbs up button on the video and share it. Tony Burns. What's up, Sam? What's going on with you, man? You tell me. Are you doing good in life? Are hot girls direct messaging you? Or is it a total drought out there? Last year, this time, I was in New Jersey living in my car, just like I was the year before. So I totally understand. You're not preaching to someone who can't relate and empathize. So I've been there, and that's the pain sometimes has to get great enough. But I'll tell you right now, it wasn't hoping and wishing that got me to Florida. Prayer, yes, and you could say prayer is a level of hope, but action, faith. You got to take the steps, because believe me, if you think your mom, your manager, your wife, or whatever you have in life, if you think someone else cares more about your dreams than you, you're mistaken. Because, I did a video today about support groups. Support groups are great, but your pastor don't have the same vision for your life as you do. You may want to curse and listen to DMX. Your pastor may say that's blasphemous. The Weight Watchers support program, they may want to eat greasy soup on the weekends and say, hey, look, I lost 2 pounds over 2 months. Are they wrong? No, but you might say, hey, look, I want to get intense. I'm going on a plant-based diet. I'm going to do hours every night. Everyone's different. Your friend may say, look, I want to go to Florida. I want to go to Jacksonville. You may say Jacksonville. It's not tropical over there. I want to go down, Boca Raton. Totally different. Filters out there. These girls don't look like that, and these guys either. I use filters sometimes. I'm just as guilty. But what I could tell you is, you got to put in the work, man, and you got to see the real life action, not the filtered action. Good job. Submarine Vet Boston's in the house. What's up, man? I got nothing but love for you. Well, the love is reciprocal, man. I appreciate that. My brother from another mother. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Look, that's the good part about life. You and you get them, and there's no tension. There's no awkwardness. That's the beautiful part about life. But this is our personal downtime. During the course of the day, you're going to have a lot of awkwardness. Even if you don't work, if you're independently wealthy or whatever you do, you're retired, you're on disability, whatever, you're going to go to your doctor. You're going to go to your doctor because you have a disability checkup, and there's going to be an awkward conversation. How do you deal with that? Do you still ask the questions you need to ask? Are you willing to be confident enough not to retreat? You may be retired and you don't hear something, or you have knee in your pain and you don't want to communicate. You have to communicate what you need to ask. And you don't always get a person that totally gets that. You to self-explode. You have to somehow realize, but learn somehow to communicate what you need, what you're trying to do, and you have to say, look, this is what I believe it's going to take. And a lot of times people say, well, I think it's going to take quicker than that. But you have to lay out what you honestly believe, because you have to be honest. Now, there's certainly time bluntly honest. It's not wisdom, especially in personal settings. But you have to at least communicate who you are and what you're thinking, because just like Bill Parcells says, if you're going to go out, if you're going to get fired, let it at least be being yourself. I'm not saying like don't just keep it real, because again, if you never saw Dave Chappelle comedy show where keeping it real goes wrong, if you try to like quote unquote keep it real in the workplace, your whole life's going to be a disaster. But you have to learn how to respectfully be honest and communicate your thought process. This is part of breaking through that awkwardness. Good job. Submarine vet. We are the same age, okay, but live two totally different lives. That's amazing, man. I love positive people. That's why we vibed. I like that. Me too. Thank you. Sailing John, what's up, brother? I've been thinking about you, man. Hey, Sam. Florida tags on the van now. Man, you moved up. Good job. That's what you got to do. Now I have an apartment. Good job. And now in downtown St. Augustine, great area, brother. Florida, 100% now. Oh, that's a great. You're doing good, man. Much love to you, brother. Same to you, man. I think about you often. Thank you for not retreating. Thank you for staying with me and leaving a comment and being. Hey, it's been hard, but it's done. Praise the Lord, brother. God bless you. God bless you also, man. Is it worth it? Yeah. Was it worth it to sell my house, to live in my car and live in Florida? Yeah, 100%. Still want to be in Florida. I don't want to come to Florida. You come pay me to go back up north. Now, if I was destitute, look, you do what I do. I like that, man. Positive vibes. Tony. Hey, Sam. My man, Sam. I know all about feeling awkward. All right, share it, brother. When I first started playing on stage, okay, you're a performer. Now, when you're a performer, and this is why it's key, when you're using your creative gifts, whether it's the gift of songwriting, performing, dancing, the spoken word, you have to build up confidence, and you have to have a I don't give a F what the crowd thinks. I'm going to present my gift, or else you're never going to be able to move forward. Many people start YouTube channels or whatever it is. A YouTube channel, same thing as performing on stage. You're sharing yourself with others, your intimate self. And even if you're an actor and you're pretending to be someone else, the bottom line is you're putting yourself out there to be criticized. And that's awkward, okay? And so you have to learn to push past that place mentally. It's not easy. That's why you really got to be taking good care of yourself. Self-care is key to pushing past awkwardness. Do I know people that don't take care of themselves and internalize a lot of stuff? Yeah, and they have ulcers. Not good. And then he goes, when I first started playing on stage, I was so terrified. I threw up at a drummer. It was a disaster. That's understandable. I had a really, really awkward conversation with him. Well, I appreciate you sharing that. That's good testimony. I'm tough. I've always been called awkward. Yeah, that's all right. And that's why we're exposing it tonight. A lot of people have been there. I felt it before too. Everyone has. Successful people, unsuccessful people, fat people, skinny people, doesn't matter. People who want to build the wall, people who don't. Everyone get upset. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. So it's good to share. It's good to expose it, put light on it. You know that this is a part of human nature, life in this world, and we push forward. Submarine vet, aka Tony, ask away. Stance, what's up, man? Asking questions would get you killed in Poland. I don't think so. Poland's not that bad, is it? I don't live in Poland, but I haven't heard of Poland being like real bad. I had some a negative comment from one of the viewers that was from the Netherlands the other day. What did I do? Did I respond to him? No, I just blocked him. Look, bro, if you don't like me, just go do you. There's nothing awkward about that. Believe me, I'll hit block quick. Why? Because look, that's fine if you don't like me, but don't think I'm gonna change who I am. That ain't gonna happen, bro. So what I can tell you is, as I pull up my video here, what I can tell you is, look, I don't know if Poland's that bad. Some people say America's that bad, but you live in America and you realize it's not that bad. Some people say like there's a humanitarian crisis in the United States. There's not. Some people can say there's mass gangs in Long Island. I heard that today. Like Long Island has, look, you can go to any part of the country, and you can go to Palm Beach and you can go to West Palm Beach, totally different area. There's a humanitarian crisis in West Palm Beach, and if you don't believe me, you go to some of those areas where there's mass homeless and drug problems. 5-10 miles away from Mar-a-Lago. In my opinion, humanitarian crisis. And for people who don't spend time in the streets, who don't know certain areas I'm talking about, they got no idea because they're watching TV all day. They don't see real life. And you're spitting facts, or if it's just like an observation that you're making based on like, political talking points or whatever. It's hard to tell because everyone has like a different perspective. And what I've learned in life is a lot of people aren't there out there like actually in the world. Like a lot of people out there, like most people spend most of their time bunkered down in their house, and they never spend. Most people spend 80% of their time indoors at work, indoors at their house. Um, Maybe they go to the gym, maybe they go to the supermarket, but they're not really like really traveling in the streets. And so it's a big difference. It's a huge difference in life. But thank you for sharing. Gilbert, Sammy, what's up, brother? How are you, man? Thank you again, man. That comment you left me last night, right at the end of the live feed, man. It blessed me, brother. It made my night, man. So I appreciate you sharing that, man. World System, what's up, man? Always words of wisdom. Thank you, brother. Always good seeing you. Fist pump emoji back to you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, World System. Where are you from, World System? Gilbert, what's up, everyone? MTOF. Murder rates higher in U.S. compared to Poland. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know the statistics. Thank you for sharing. Submarine vet. Well, Karlaki, we like to learn everything here. Inspiration. Yeah, I am. Good job, Tony. Is it true there's only one toilet on a sub? I heard it somewhere. Oh, on a submarine? Not trying to be funny. I just found it interesting. I couldn't do it being trapped in. I don't know about that. I'll let submarine vet answer, but I can tell you one thing. I live in a car for 2 years. There's no toilet here. I live in less than 25 square feet, I think this is. There's no toilet bowl here. There's no showers, no kitchen. I'm fine. I survived just fine. Now, I'm not saying this for everyone. I think, but I'm just trying to tell you that all you really need is a bucket. If you think, what is a toilet bowl? A toilet bowl is a 5-gallon bucket with water swishing around the bottom. And then you flush that bucket, then it goes through pipes, which are connected to a sewer system, usually township government-owned sewer system, and it just goes into some type of septic or something, some type of disposal thing. But, what's the difference between that, a 5-gallon bucket and a toilet bowl? Not much. It's just that you don't see the dookie when you hit the flush thing. But the dookie's still there. It's just magically gone through some pipes. So what's the difference if you had a trash bag, 3 mil trash bag, in a 5-gallon bucket, and you took a dump, and then you put cat litter there, and you just tied a knot? Not much difference. Now you just see it, and you have to tie a knot versus you just hitting a little thing, and it goes. But now you never have to change the toilet bowl. You never have to clean the rim of the hard line water. Now, is that extreme? For me, I'm happy not having a toilet bowl. But some people will be total disaster. MTOF, 100 times? What does that mean? Oh, the murder rate? Or the crime rate. Tony, what's up, Gilbert? How's NYC? Cold. But I'll let Gilbert speak on that. I love you guys. Tony, Sensal, are you trying to be funny? Submarine vet. 3 stalls, bro. Submarine vet breaking it down. He used to, I guess, work on a submarine. 3 stalls, 150 men. Go down, 70 fine couples come up. It's nice joke. I don't know what that means, but I just saw 150 men. That's a straight sausage party. Yeah, I couldn't do that. Tony, so there's 3 screws that's a joke. You guys are over my head on this one. Submarine vet, you will never shut down, I feel, bro. I pray not, man. Pray for me, brother. I pray for you. Thank you, Submarine vet, for your support. I love you, brother. Antonio, hey, man, what's up? Queen, hey, Queen. Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you, Queen? Did you play your Tamachi today? How was it? Antonio, what's going on? How are you? Yeah, overall, I'm positive. I'm thankful. I can't complain. It's hump day. Tomorrow's Thursday. We just keep pushing forward. Take life one day at a time. I'm thankful. I got a lot to be thankful for. I want to be thankful. Submarine vet. Not everyone is awake at the same time, Tony. That's true. 18 hours out to sea. Oh, that's a good point, Submarine vet. Good point. Yeah, they're on different shifts. That's true, too. Yeah, definitely. Deborah. Hello. From Milton, Florida? Millingburg? I don't know where Millingburg is. Where is that? That's got to be central. Central, maybe north. Thank you for sharing that, Deborah. What part is that? Northwest, North Central, or Queen? How was your day? It was good. Work was a little bit long, but I'm thankful for my job. I did get to the gym. I try not to go 3 days without going to the gym. So today was my 3rd day, so I said I got to get to the gym. I had to force myself. I drank the protein shake, and I was like, Sam, you got to go to the gym because you're not going to feel good about yourself if you don't go to the gym. See, a lot of people, they're not going to the gym, they're not going for a walk, and they're watching the political news or they're watching TV shows, and they don't feel good about themselves. It was a blessing. I got to refresh my own page. Praise the Lord. Gilbert, not as cold as it was, but that is the weather. People are still cold, praying for the move, need courage. Yeah, I hear you, brother. As best you can, man, to keep taking those steps, Queen. Life can be good and bad. That's true. It depends on how you make it. To some extent, you're true. That's true, Queen. Some extent depends. Yeah, you got to remember you can only focus on what you can control. So do the best you can, Tony. Bro, you don't need courage, my friend. You just need to get your ducks in a row in there, Gilbert. Just got to take your time. Don't feel rushed. Okay. Queen, life is what you make it. To some extent, Queen, you're right. I'm not going to lie to you. That's a fair point. Good job, Queen. Stan. I don't know what that means, brother. I don't know what that means. Free to be me. What's up, man? You got a new profile picture? What is that? Trying to fight depression. I can understand that. And stay away from toxic relationship. Heartbroke emoji. Huh. Free to be me, brother. I totally understand that, man. I could dig it. Do I have a magical piece of advice for you? No, just try to do the best you can. Free to be me. This is what I give you. Please write this down, brother. Free to be me. You out there, please put another message in a live comment. This is what I want to tell you. I shared it last night on my Instagram. When you are tempted to text someone after 9 p.m., right now as I make this, it's 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When you are tempted to text someone after 9 p.m., masturbate at least once, ejaculate. If you just, after you're done with that and after you wash yourself, if you still want to call them or text them, then text them. But I 90% of people, you won't want to text after that. You want to go to bed. And I think that's what you should do, man. I think you got a little bit of lust backed up. And all you got to do is every night, remember that tip, bro. That's a pro tip, like my man Shonuff was saying in Oklahoma City. So I think if you can remember that, brother, I think I saved your life. Tony, subvet, 18 hours, damn, I couldn't do it. Well, maybe would hate me. I'd playing sax all day. I'm not. Yeah, see, everyone has a different gift. Yeah, some are very creative. I don't think they would do good in the military. The military is basically structure. A lot of structure and not a lot of creativity. If you're an artist, if you're a creative person, the military is not the place for you. The military is extreme amount of structure. And your time is dictated. You don't have free flowing creativity. So it's a totally different environment than a creative person or musician or whatever. Tony, ban books polling crazy. Well, I don't know. There's some religious nuts here in America that say schools ban the Bible or this person ban this. So I don't know enough about Poland to say that what you're saying is accurate. It may be a skewed perspective based on your viewpoint. So I appreciate you sharing, but I don't know enough about to have an intelligent conversation. Free to be me. Prayer emoji and work. Yeah, and hard work. Yeah, I agree with that, brother. Faith and work. Yeah, that's true. Stan, yes it is. All right. Tony, Stan, you eat paragugi? I don't know what that is. Purple Donatello, what's up, man? We are almost to warm weather season. Oh, that's good. How is it down there in Florida? 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Cold front coming in. It's only going to be like 70 degrees tomorrow during the day. 40 or 50 at night. Good sleeping weather in the car, but I missed the summer. That's okay, though. I'm thankful to be in Florida. Queen. Oh, wait, I missed somebody. Stancy. I eat a bunch of stuff I don't know how to pronounce. Okay. Queen. Yeah, you are going to crack under pressure. Yeah, Queen knows. Tony. Sam got a Mampadono. Those people not in my house. I don't know what that means. Queen. What are you talking about, Gilbert? I'm lost. Queen. My day was great. Good. I played my game. There you go. I ain't mad at that. And I did some things on my phone. That's magical. Good job, Queen. Queen, what did you do today? I worked most of the day, and then I went to the gym. I'm thankful I got to the gym. Then I walked on the beach. Then I called my mother. Then I went to Starbucks. Now I'm going live. And that was my day. Tony, on Matambo, was a basketball. Oh, Matumbo. You spelled it wrong. That's okay. I spell a lot of things wrong. Matumbo. Okay. Dikembe Mutombo. Yeah, I know him. He was great. I loved when he played for the Denver Nuggets when they were the 8th seed and they won in the first round of playoffs. Won the first time an 8th seed beat the 1 seed. That was a very magical team, the Denver Nuggets. They had Robert Pack, Dikembe Mutombo, a couple of great players. I remember that. And he played good defense. Yeah, I remember him. Wave his finger. Yeah, I remember that. And say, not my house. Yeah, but when he got old, a lot of people would dunk on him and they waved their finger back. I remember that. Good job, though. Daniel, have you ever been caught without a toilet? No, because I usually park where there's a toilet if I need it. Okay, so like campground, there's public restrooms all night long. Truck stop, public restrooms all night long. Walmart, if I once in a while when I'm there, 24 hour Walmart, there's restrooms in there. So if I need to, there's always restrooms readily available. I don't really go in the middle of nowhere, and if you did go in the middle of nowhere, then like you just have a 5 gallon bucket, and you do it like old school style, right in the bucket. So, but that's my experience. I mean, greasy soup laughing. There's nothing wrong with soup, but you gotta watch it. It's not too greasy. Stan, I grew up without a toilet or a shower. It's all good. It's all going. Okay. Yeah, it ain't that bad in Poland. Good. All right, Tony. On there's no difference. I've been homeless. I dug a lantern. It was no problem. Yep. Poker. Poker Pro. What's up, man? Do you? Because I don't have an inheritance or anything like that. I'm working, so I gotta feed myself. I need to work. I need to make money. And then the second thing I do is I just try to do good self care. But also another thing I did was I minimized my life. That was huge. I think the consolidation of my life to have less things to worry about helped me. Because as I got older, it got harder. When I was younger, I was more driven. As I'm getting older, it's getting harder. I'm very more experienced in my field. So the work in one sense is easier because I'm more experienced. But my energy levels, my mental is to minimize my life as far as the material things, other things I have to take care of. I don't have a wife. I don't have a dog. I don't have a house. So in the gym, like if I had a dog, I had a house, if I had all those things, I wouldn't have time to go to the gym today. And if I didn't go to the gym today, after 3 days in a row, I would have felt bad about myself. And then that's how you spiral down. And most people I know that have great jobs and great job positions, look, everyone's, I think, is on a paper thin slice of sanity. I think at any time, you could really, you can only take so much in this world. So I think minimalism helped me as I got older. When I was younger, I had more energy. As I got older, minimalism was a huge supplement. Mind, body, soul, taking care of myself, limited relationships, only good ones. And that helps. And that's my advice. Good question. Queen, if I send a picture of me, I send a real picture. All right, Queen, I'm not mad at you. And if they don't like me, then heck with them. Well, that's a good job, Queen. Good attitude. Good job. Purple Donatello. Do you lift off? I try to lift 4 to 5 days a week, but not like Superman. I'm not like totally built guy. This is just to keep in general shape because again, I used to be obese, so it's just to keep in general shape, to keep healthy, to keep my mind, body, and soul aligned. And as long as I can get a 20-minute workout, even a 15-minute workout, sometimes that's good enough for me. But consistency is the key. I'm not really and I have an overall healthy diet. I overeat a little bit healthy now. But I just want to maintain my weight. I just want to be healthy, eat healthy things, work out so I feel a little solid and my mind is sharp. But that's all. So I'm not going crazy. Like I see young people in the gym and they're totally in workout mania because they got a lot of energy. I'm not. I used to be there. I'm not there anymore. I mean, I see some girls that look magical, but I love those yoga pants, man. I mean, they get you motivated. But I don't want to go through all the drama. Not worth it. Purple Dantel. Oh, I lifted. Tony. Oh, I don't give a damn what people think of me. If they don't like me, I've got 2 words for them. Kick rocks. Well, that's good now. But see, here's the thing, guys. That's in your personal life. In your personal life, you can have the mindset of kick rocks, and that's good. But in your professional life, you can't tell people to kick rocks. And that's why a lot of people, they can't handle work. I have softened my position on, I don't think everyone can work. I don't think everyone has the same mental capacity to handle it. I know how hard it be. And I work at a demanding level. So what I could tell you is, it's not easy. And that's why, it's not easy. And I understand. I have compassion. Daniel, he is like 30 minutes delayed, it seems. Uh-oh, that ain't good. Tough. You actually keep a bucket to poop. Does cat litter work? I don't keep a bucket because I park by public restrooms, campgrounds, Walmarts, truck stops. But for people who boondock in the middle of nowhere, that's an option. I don't do that. I just keep a pee jug. Sophie, thanks for the masturbation advice. It'll save your life. I'm missing someone, but don't want to idea. Yeah, cut me off right now and go masturbate. I believe you're a woman, so I would get a vibrator or get your fingers. There's nothing wrong with that. This is human nature. I'm not saying anything disrespectful. Masturbate, ejaculate, and then clean yourself, and then you're not even gonna want to talk to anyone. You're gonna want to have a maybe something to eat and go right to bed. There's nothing wrong with that. It's better than texting that crazy, not crazy person. I won't say that. Better than texting that person that doesn't like you as much or there's not good vibes, and then you destroy your life. Not worth it. Tony, MTOF. Sort of. I used it in my latrin. Only holds so much if you get my drift. I get that you got a lot of dookie. You can't hold too much. James, emoji, James. Stand negative 32. Well, that's why it sucks in Poland. It's temperature 4 for me. That's why you're so upset, brother. You got to get out of there. You got to come to Florida. James, Sam, I'm a Texas guy. I'm not mad at you for life. I'm not mad at that. But I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't like a trip to Florida. I'm not mad at you, James. Get in your car, man. Come over, man. It's not that far from Texas. Love and respect, man. Deborah. Oh, here we go. Middleburg is northeast. Okay. Oh, is it by St. Augustine? Miles. Oh, okay, 30 miles southwest of Jacksonville. Okay, I kind of know what you're talking about. Prepping my 2009 Civic to start living. Oh, you could definitely live in Northeast Florida. You'd have no problem. There's a lot of country land up there too. A lot of land you could just park and traveling in it. Yep, no problem using a bucket. Yep, not an issue. Yeah, I know the area you're talking about. Okay, Tony. I looked at a piece of property up there. Where was it by? It was a little bit more south than Jacksonville. Southwest. It was I'm not gonna remember the name. But it was by it was like 30 minutes inland of Flagler Beach, right by the Palm Coast area. And you could buy, it was unrestricted land. You could put an RV or you could park your car there. But I decided I want to be more south. I need to be, you got to get below Orlando. If you're on the coast, you got to get below Vero Beach to be south, to get the tropical weather in the winter. That's what I need. And that's what I like. And it's a different culture, but it's just me, just my opinion. Tony, James, how's the fishing in Texas? Queen, yes, I did play Macha Camacha. I love it. Good job, Queen. Hydration break to that. Good job, Queen. James, awesome, Tony. We have great ponds and lakes. We got great oceans here in Florida, man. And we got the second biggest freshwater lake in America. What is that? Lake Okeechobee. That's true. Tony, damn, I might have to take a trip. Queen, Mata Camacha is asleep right now. Is tired. Maybe it masturbated. No. My character is a boy. I'm not mad at you. Daddy Geek, hey all. Daddy Geek, how are you? How you feeling? I love Daddy Geek an Instagram message. How is your health? How's your mother? And how's your job? James, bro, Tony, Texas has everything. One of my top 5 states. Texas is a big state too for a lot of nomads. Queen, my baby dolls are sleeping too. Everyone's tired. I'm not mad at that. I'm going to be sleeping soon. Stanley, I would like to go to Florida, but need visa. Oh, okay, well, you ain't going to get it now with the wall. And a lot of money, so it's possible for me. Well, I understand that. I love you, brother. I hope your dreams come true, man. I'm not mad at you. I want the best for you. Gina, Israel's in the house. Hand wave emoji. What's up, man? Gina was coming in hot on some of my comments on some of my videos today. He said, man, he goes, Sam, you don't need a support group. Just get off your butt and do it. Yeah, I understand. I was the same mindset too, but as I get older, I get a little softer. Like only in my mind, not like with people. Like I don't want to deal with people, but I understand where you're coming from. How old are you, Gene? You're probably a little bit younger than me. Tony, most drummers are just ignorant, but gotta have them for the rhythm section. Okay. Gilbert, Tamacha Queen, were you asking me that I was talking about? If so, I get depressed. Okay. And anxiety sets in, and this is cold, and people here aren't making it better. I can understand that totally. Glad you guys are on here tonight. Gilbert, you already know we love you, brother. Good to have you here, man. You're blessing us. Apathy, Sammy, I'm just curious. What do you think is the cheapest way to exist in life? That's an interesting question. Regarding shelter. Good question, Apathy. You got a very intelligent mindset. Now that I've experienced owning a house, I've experienced living in my car, and I've looked at a variety of different options, whether it's tiny house, rental property, etc. One is, it all depends. The cheapest way to live is to live inland in a country area a small piece of land, and on a piece of land with low property taxes. Example: you can go to Lake Okeechobee. You could go to not even above Lake Okeechobee. You can go northwest Okeechobee. You can buy a piece of land and put an RV or put a tiny home. You can put whatever you want on it for $30,000 or under. Your property taxes will be under $500 a year, and you would have no HOA. Here's the problem: you're in the middle of nowhere, and you're not by a lot of amenities. It's an hour to the nearest grocery outlet. That's the cheapest way to live. I think you're not going. Now, you can come a little bit more towards the coast. Now, I'm just giving Florida as an example, but you can take this principle and you can apply it to any state. The closer you get to the coast, the closer you get to water, the closer you get to a populated city, the more expensive. So the cheapest way is to be at least an hour away from a major metropolitan city. And in Florida, I'll give it an example. You can find something, and your fixed costs, meaning your property taxes, your utilities, your upkeep of the house, your insurances, everything would be less than $500 a month. Now, can you totally like just travel to free camping? Yes. But if you add the gas, the wear and tear, and all those things, I think you're going to be at least around $300 to $400 a month, at least. So I think you're going to need at least $500 a month. But like I said, if I believe your situation, you're in disability. If you're a military veteran, if you're disabled, or if you're a senior citizen, you can get that, and you can stay at parks right on the ocean for $400 a month. But you have to move every 2 weeks, and you have to just travel around. So it all depends on your age too. At what age should you start looking at a home base? At 60? Once you hit 60 to 70, you should be mindful of, you want to start once you hit 60, you want to be mindful of, you want to start looking at a home base. I think once you hit 70, you want to start knowing what your long-term plan is for your life. You can do things until you don't have to. But I think you need to budget for at least $500 a month. I think you can do it for a little bit less than that. Whether it's state parks, whether it's free camping. If you don't have to go to a job, then you are in a good position. Now, you're not in a good position with regards to, you may have a fixed lower income, but you don't have to live by a metropolitan city. The cheapest way to live is to get at least an hour out of a metropolitan city. But you have to understand, when you buy land, you're buying it cheap, but the resale value is not as good, and it's hard to liquidate those properties. Because how many people don't have to go to work, and how many people are looking for a property in the middle of nowhere? Most people who are looking for a property have a family, so they need a school system, and they need to be able to commute to a job. So for an investment, it may not necessarily be good, and you're probably better off renting. And if you don't know what to do, I suggest you rent, so you have flexibility. And if I was in your position, which I believe you have a disability, then I would try, as long as you have the ability to drive, and it sounds like you're intelligent, as long as you have the physical ability to drive and you have a mental stability, I would go from campground to campground for $400 a month, because you get 50% off in Florida, at least if you're going to live in Florida. But be careful driving on the road. I think you may want an RV or a travel trailer, because, again, I do sacrifice. I mean, in the winter, it's no problem sleeping in your car without air conditioning or heating. But in the summer, it's very hot. So you have to run an extension cord to your car and run an air conditioner if you want to live in your car or van. You can do it. In a van, you can do it. I think van is the best compromise. I think you can put an air conditioner in there. You can run an extension cord from your campground hookup. And I think you can do it. So that would be my opinion. Those are my thoughts. Ultimately, again, everyone has their own way to live life and to experience. But you have to be somewhat happy and content. Because you don't want to just go absolute cheapest if you're not going to enjoy life a little bit. But that's my thought process on that whole way I would look at that. Good job. Gina, 33 degrees. That's not too bad in Israel. Apathy. Hey, Dad Geek. Good evening. Tony, Apathy. La Cabin. Well, a log cabin again. I mean, you're going to be in the woods. You're going to be in the mountains. You're going to have to be on unrestricted land. So I think that goes with the general statement of you want to be an hour away from a metropolitan city, but your resale value is not going to be as good because they're vacation homes or they're retirement homes or something like that. And so if the economy ever got bad, they're not easy to liquidate. And you're going to be away from hospitals, supermarkets, things like that. You have to be okay with that. So those are the trade-offs that you make, Stan. Good night. It's 4 a.m. Good night to you, brother. Love and respect to Poland. Rick, how is the stock market doing for you? I don't have anything in stocks. I played stocks for a while. At one time, I had indexed funds. At one time, I did day trading. I would like to do day trading again, but I just didn't want to lose any more money because, you work so hard for your money. At some point, you don't want to lose anymore. But I would love to do that and make money, but I haven't, so I don't. So I think the stock market right now is at like 24,000 and change, the Dow, which is still floating pretty much towards a high. But for me, the only way I've really made consistent money in life is working, living below my means, and saving. Mtoff, he stopped trading years ago. Uh, Tony, I could buy a plot of land for less than 399. Is that dollars here in the mountains? I don't know if that's dollars or what. Mtoff, the pain of losing is unreal. It's tough. Makes you sick mentally and physically. I agree with that. Queen, I also like blowing bubbles. Queen, I ain't mad at that. Daddy Geek, going to check message now, Sam. I just asked how you were doing. Wanted to say hello, thank you, but I have to buy some stuff. I'm not mad at you for my Fed friends. Who is in need of food? Oh, okay, and supplies. Have a blessed night. We love you, Daddy Geek. You too. Feel better. Take care of yourself and keep pushing forward. Tony, I have the tools. I could build it for free. Yeah, but you're going to, unless you like to do that, you're going to waste a lot of time in your life. But some people like to build stuff. I don't like to build stuff. I don't like the aggravation. For me, I like simple. I like pre-assembled. I like simple. I like when it's too dirty and too nasty, I throw it away, I get another one. That's my mindset. And I like to be mobile. I like the flexibility. And that's why I don't want to anchor down yet. But I'm getting close. I may get close one day, Tony. Queen, hey, Gilbert. Tony, you too, Gaddy Geek. You too, Gaddy Geek. I'm playing for the MD State Police. Oh, what's going on? You can't beat free money. What's going on? Where's their free money? Bruin Vegas. Great seeing you, you two. Back from northern Alaska. I would never want to go there. And via Las Vegas. Well, maybe there, but not enough ocean in Vegas. Good to see you, Bruin Vegas. Gilbert, I don't want to just exist. I can understand that. That's how I felt I was doing, towards the end of my house days in New Jersey. I don't want to exist. That seems like this is the way of life. For me, but it's not all positive either. You have to understand that. But it is scary. It is scary. Trying at an older age. That's true. And this brings anxiety. It's a fair anxiety, Gilbert. But I do believe in you. I mean, look, if you got in your car or your van or your RV and you tried to live this life and it didn't work out, if you know you have a certain fixed income, whether you're retired, disabled, or you live off investments, or you can work remotely, or you can live off savings, then, you give it a shot. And if it doesn't work, then, you get another apartment. Unless you got, obviously if you're thinking about it, in most cases, you're not happy. There is some danger involved, not much, but there is some. And in the beginning, it's tough, just like anything in life. It's when you first start a new job, it's hard because you have to get used to it. So I would say you're going to have to give it a couple months before you can make an educated decision on if you like it. And some people become disillusioned and they give up, and it's understandable. But everyone has to seek themselves. And from what I hear, though, Gilbert, I don't think you're happy in your current situation. I think you basically said it. So this is my bottom line advice in life. As long as you plan, prepare, research, and you kind of like play out in your mind worst case scenario. If you mind your business and you're not involved in drama, you should be okay even if it doesn't work out. Because again, I know people who live in houses and apartments and they have domestic disputes. They have cops called to their house. Their neighbors calling them because they don't mow their lawn. There was a senator who got in a fight with his neighbor last year and he punched him. They were both living in mansions. So you can live a very nasty life in a house, even a big house. So I think when you think of all those things, then you have to just take the leap of faith after you plan and research and all that. Elvis, what's up, cuz? What's going on, man? Tony, Gilbert, NYC is expensive, bro. You got to get out of there. Once you do, you're going to thrive. Trust me. Well, NYC is expensive, so is New Jersey, but they have a great job market. But it's all relative. High paying jobs, but high taxes, high cost of living. But again, if you're on a fixed income, then, you have options to live kind of wherever you want. So everyone has to kind of figure that part of the equation out. Apathy. Thank you for the thoughtful answer. That was a good question. Got it. Campground. Yeah, sounds doable. It is. I mean, again, you sound very intelligent, so I think you'll figure it out. And if it doesn't work out, have your backup plan. That's all. 808, what's up, man? Orlando and Tampa were a great example of buying in the country and waiting for the metropolitan area to expand to you. Yeah, but it's never going to expand too much. Great if you have the time. Yes, but I don't believe you should buy property. If you're buying property to live at, I don't think you should solely buy it as an investment, because you can buy properties as investment, and if you don't enjoy living there, then it's just an investment. So if you've bought a property already, and you shouldn't buy any property if you don't know you're going to stay in that area for at least 5 years. Because after you get done with closing costs, renovations, and all those other things, you can't just sell that property at the same value. You got to wait 5 years to get some equity out of it. And look, I think you should just try areas, rent for a little bit, keep your flexibility, and then if you really like an area, again, I visited Florida for 2 years. I've been living in Florida now for 10 months or so. So, I'm very cautious to buy again. And many times it's not worth it. Many times too expensive. I'm still doing it cheaper than I would if I bought or if I rented. Well, I could probably rent a cheap I probably could rent a cheap studio apartment for a little bit cheaper, but I'd have to deal with neighbors. I'd have to deal with landlord. I probably wouldn't be by the beach. I just don't want to be involved in all that entanglement. I like my freedom. No one kind of tells me what to do. If I have a bad campground experience, I'm out of there. And I like that. I like to call the shots. Someone asked me, like, how do I not get burnt out in life and just give up? It's because, I live a minimalistic life, and I don't have a lot of stress. And that helps me. So good point, Queen. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Queen. Apathy. Hey, Tony. Log cabin sounds good, but I want to go to Florida. It's magical. Apathy. Because of the warm weather. Yeah, it's easier on the joints. It is. I was talking to my mom today. Her body was throbbing, and it was 40 degrees up there during the height of the day. So, Gina, I would go to support group with people like you, Sammy. Well, we're in one right now. It's a virtual one. It's the best type. Like that way you can leave whenever you want. You don't have to, like if you're in a church and you get up and leave, like everyone looks at you. If you're in a meeting, everyone looks at you. I don't even know who's in and out of this thing. And that's fine with me because, I got the same freedom. I like to have freedom. I like to give freedom. Thank you. But people like you are extremely rare. Well, you too. The love is reciprocal. 1 in a million. Same to you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Money bag, magical. And then I don't know what that emoji is. My eyes are getting tired. Oh, and then like a halo emoji. Thank you. And good night. Good night to you, brother. Sleep peacefully. Love and respect to Israel, man. Gilbert, my cousin told me to read a book called Alchemist. Okay. By Paul Coelho. I see his quotes on Instagram. It is on audio YouTube. 3 hour long. Oh, that's long. But worth it. Okay. I'll have to check it out. There was a producer called Alchemist. Tony, $399 an acre? I thought about it. It's only 40 minutes to the nearest town. All right. Well, everyone's different. I don't want to define anyone's journey. Marion, hey, Marion. She loves the Alchemist book. All right. I never heard of that. Thank you. Good to see you, Marion. Apathy. I'm just existing. But the goal is soon to live. Apathy, I could feel you got the eye of the tiger. And Apathy, if you're listening, this is what I tell you, man. Strike while the iron's hot. It sounds like you got the opportunity window in your life. And let me tell you something, Apathy, and everyone out there. The opportunity window doesn't stay open forever. So strike when the iron's hot. If it doesn't work out, don't feel bad. Don't get disillusioned. I'm going to do a video tomorrow about don't be disillusioned. Don't blame anyone. Don't be resentful. Don't say Inspirational Nomad told me to come to Florida, even though I do. But don't only do it because you want to do it. Only do it if you accept the responsibility. It may not work out. Just like Bill Parcells. Look, he may have been himself. He may have followed his dream, but he may have not won that year and he may have got fired. You have to accept that, whatever it is. But I think you're going to be fine because I think you have the right mindset. You'll figure it out. Tony, I'm booked to play the gala. All right, there you go. Playing 3 hours for 800 bucks is free money to me. So I'm not mad at you, brother. Hydration break. Good job, man. Apathy. Alchemist. Wow, someone good me. I should read that book. Tony. Apathy. I understand the draw of warmer weather. It's magical. My fingers are starting to get carpal tunnel. I can understand that. Marin. NYC is expensive. It is. But you can get paid a lot. That's true. It balances out. More as well. It's true. But I would never want to go back. My whole thing is just live below your means. Hopefully you can find at least a decent job somewhere. It's not easy though. Apathy. It was Rand Paul. That was it. Good job. His neighbor punched him. Okay. I met Rand Paul. Did you? He is miserable. I'm not surprised. He is getting his surgery done. I didn't know that. In Canada? Because of free healthcare? No way. Is he? Excuse me. Is he? That can't be true. That's amazing. Apathy likes a politics. A house is a liability. It's true. For me, it is. If you were going to stay in the same state for 10 years and you're going to raise a family, it's understandable if you want to buy a house. So I want to leave a little room for flexibility. Tony, really? I thought Rand Paul was better than that. No, I did. That definitely was him, but I don't know about the Canada part. I love his dad. He don't play. Marin, apathy, I agree. Homes are a liability. I agree with both of you. Until they're sold. Huh. Marin, I agree. I remember I was biting my nails till mine sold. I wanted out of there like you couldn't believe. But again, I was living somewhere I didn't want to live. And I lived there for 15 years. So at some point, it may make sense to buy something again if I'm in the position to do so and I can live below my means. But I definitely understand that feeling. Norma. Hey, Norma. Hey, Sam. Hey, everyone. Coming in on a tail end. That's all right. Hope it's all well. Great day for all. Oh, I hope it's a great day for you, too. We may go another hour. May go 10 minutes. I don't know. It's the free flow. Apathy. I like Rand Paul dad, too. But Rand Paul is a crankball. Jones. Hey, Jones. I like the support group. Thank you. I can sit here and just listen. Yeah, you can. You have the freedom. That's what I want. That's the type of relationships I want in my personal life. You have the freedom to do whatever you want. I have the freedom to do whatever I want. And if we don't like each other, we can go. But I appreciate people who are vibe with us. You know, but in the business setting and in life, you got to deal with some awkwardness with people because you got to do what you got to do to survive and to play the game of life. I can't pander to you guys. This is the game of life. I wish we were all independently wealthy. Like for me, look, I want people to live a great life. And that's why I tell like apathy or other people, if you have a situation in your life where you at least know you have some type of stable income, where you have flexibility with your job, just like as soon as I had that flexibility, I got the hell out of there. And I want to encourage you I want you to do your own research. I want you to make your own decisions. I don't want you to listen to me, but I just want to encourage people that after they've done the research, after they have planned, after they have done things responsibly, I want them to make their own decision because it may not work out, but I want to encourage people that at some point in life to go forward, you have to take a leap of faith after you've done all those things. Good job. Norma, The Alchemist was a great book. Okay, you guys are feeling that. I didn't know about that. I only knew about the producer. Apathy says, amen, Aaron, I'm working on it. Yeah, Apathy getting in business. Good job. Gilbert, I'm not physically scared. I am mentally scared. I can understand that, Gilbert. I have this feeling of being stripped of my independence. I can understand that, brother. Having to help others who don't care. I understand. I have found myself clinging to a disaster. Gilbert, I love you. Gilbert's a good guy, man. I understand. Gilbert, all I can say is I feel you, brother. Jones, I like that book too. You guys like that. Marin, she gave a lot of palm trees, heart, palm trees. Good job. Love and respect always. Same to you. It's the love is mutual. And everyone, yeah. Thank you, Marin. Apathy. I want you to try before I'm too old. I want you to too. I'm in a place that does not inspire me. Apathy, get the hell out of messages. Only if you want to, but that's what I would say. Apathy, you can just chill and listen to it. Yeah, when it's your birthday. Sammy might sing you happy birthday. I will. It's possible. Yeah, we'll give birthday cake emojis. Yeah. Book talked of seeing signs and being able to read them and making them choices for yourself. Okay. Gilbert, well, I feel that. Thumbs up, people. Yeah, I appreciate people click thumbs up. Thank you. Mo Money, what's up, man? Thank you. I can't wait till I'm living out of my car full time. Look, it's been a blessing to me. There's some downside. I try to make a variety of videos so you get a full perspective. It's only my perspective, but there's plenty of people out there that can share with you. But for me, it still inspires me. For me, it's less mental anxieties. Now, like tomorrow, I got to change campgrounds. I have to change campgrounds. I have to move around. It could be a little bit of a mental anguish there, but it's less than owning a house. It's more freedom than owning a house. I don't have to deal with any neighbors, no landlords, no property taxes, no sewer bills. I still have to shell out money. You know, sometimes I run into incidents. Not perfect, but for me, it's the best life I can live at this point. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Um, uh, Marin, heart emoji to Gilbert. Gilbert's in the house. Good job, Marin. Apathy. Amen to that, Gilbert. Yeah, he's smart. A lot of people feel that way. I agree. And I appreciate him sharing that. Gina. There's a saying in Israel. Gina's still up. It's like 4 a.m. in Israel right now. That says, if you get up in the morning, be happy. Everything else is a bonus. Well, I appreciate that, brother. But the only thing I say, there's some mornings where you get up where you're like, ugh. But I do think joy comes in the morning. I do think nighttime is a little bit depressive, especially right before you go to bed and you become self-critical if you had awkward conversations, if you feel like, maybe you didn't do your best that day. But you have to learn to get sleep, and tomorrow's a new day. Joy does come in the morning. But certainly, I don't want to be one of those people who are disingenuous and say that every day above ground is a good day. I mean, there's going to be days you hate life. At least I have. But overall, I agree with the mindset of what you're speaking on is what be thankful for what you have. Life is a gift, but life also has anguish. And just try to make the most of your life and try to live an inspired life. If you're not happy where you're at, get the hell out of there as best you can. Good job. Tony, Sam, being a musician is sort of flexible now. The jazz scene isn't as big as it once was. Yeah, no music is. That's true. Because the way it's being sold. I have friends who go to Asia. I like Asian girls and make super bank. I'm not mad at that, but I wouldn't want to leave Florida. I don't really want to go there for the buck. Some things aren't worth the money. They're not. So, like I said, there's plenty of things I've done in my life. I've cut out people, cut out my father, I cut out inheritance. I could have made more money if I stayed with them, but it wasn't worth it. So, look, money's needed. I don't pander to you guys. I tell you that straight up. But some things, money ain't worth it. So for everyone, that's different. MCV, hey Sam, hey man, what's up? Good to see you. Sunglass face emoji back. Laura, I don't know. Pray for Salah, please. I don't know who that is, but yeah, prayer emoji to you. Gilbert, Marin, 2 hearts and a prayers. 808, Sam, any experience casino camping? No, I haven't. I know there are some here in Florida that I heard you can do, but they're not by areas that I like. I've been doing it for the last week. Okay, without any issues. I'm not mad at that. 5 minutes to Planet Fitness. Well, that's good. Starbucks and plenty of night food. 808, man. Thumbs up, bro. Like I said, there's different ways to do it for different people. So whatever you find that works for you, that's a thumbs up. Just remember in life, none of us have the same exact journey. So you take a little bit of me, you take a little bit of someone else, and then you put your own twist on it because you have your own fingerprint, and that's how you live your best life. Good job. Laura, say prayer for Salah. Okay. Marin, Alku. Bless you, Sammy. What does that mean, Alku? Thank you. Apathy. We got a magical island emojis. And then that's like a wave runner, a scooter, and then sun and a guy running. Yeah, I walk every night. Good job, Apathy. Tony, Gilbert, brother, keep your head up. Yeah, like Pac said, man, keep your head up, man. I agree. Apathy, bless you. Vanonamic, hey, man. Tallahassee in the check-in. Good to see you, brother. A lot of people like Tallahassee, man. Man, thumbs up to you in Tallahassee, brother. Good to see you. Thank you for saying hello. Norma, I work at a casino 3 or 4 times a year for the World Series of Poker. I didn't know that. And have a car camped on near casino campgrounds with no worries. Well, that's great. Gilbert. At Tony, thank you, my friend. I'm not mad at that. Excuse me. It's pretty hot tonight. It was cold last night. Marin, Tony, you have a great taste in music. So your channel. Oh, that's good. You all have the greatest ones. Wow. And then she gave like the guy waving his little hands emoji, like alligator hands. Marin, Aku, the sound made when you sneeze. Oh, achoo. I got it now. Good job, Marin. This world's crazy. All right. Well, I think we got to. Oh, no. Apathy. Sammy, What's the best RV out there? Small and simple that you would buy under 15,000? Well, under 15,000, you're not going to get a motorhome. You're going to get a travel trailer. And there's really nothing under there except a Clipper Cadet uh, basic model. But you're going to need a tow vehicle. A tow vehicle new is 25,000 for a pickup or SUV. That plus the 15,000, you're right at about 50. So the only thing you're going to get for under 15,000 would be a bad used motorhome or a brand new like 16-foot or 14-foot travel trailer Clipper Cadet, which isn't a bad thing, but I don't want to tow anything. That's what prevents me from doing that, unless I had a piece of property that I was just going to park it there and never tow it. I looked at that option, but I wasn't ready to commit. So good question. That would be my answer. All right. Well, I'll give you guys a second. If you got any other questions, let me know. Marin, apathy, get used. They are like new shape, save thousands. I'm not a big proponent of buying used, but I know some people are. Apathy gave the frown emoji. I understand. Tony, thank you. Yeah, I want to upload some of my records, but I don't want a copyright strike. I can understand that. Apathy, thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, we had a good night. I pray you have a peaceful night. And you just take life one day at a time. Do the best you can. If you're not happy where you're at, just take the steps, plan, research. And I know it's scary. I was scared. Was I scared when I made a lot of life decisions? I was. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, now I look back, I'm a little bit more calm. But that's why, too, like if you look at some of my old videos, I was real intense. Because you mentally have to get to an intense place to overcome that fear. You know, you're not going to just walk into your promised land. You got to really get intense. Under self-control, using wisdom. But you're not going to just walk. You got to, like, get fired up. So just be mindful of that. Backwoods, Dylan, what's up, man? Sammy, what's going on, brother? I'm just doing the best I can one day at a time. Life is such a trip. You ain't lying. I learned a bunch every day. We all do. You speak of real truth. Well, thank you. Take care. Good night. Good night to you, man. More money. What is the age span of an RV? I would say 10 years or under. Or 10 years. I think after 10 years, I think it goes to hell. That'll be my opinion. Yep, that'll be my opinion. 10 years. Apathy. I might get a used RV. All right. Good night, Sammy. I'm not mad at you. Probably wouldn't be what I would do, but I'm not saying I'm right. I love you. Let me know what you decide. Backwoods dropping a super chat at the end. Peace, brother. Oh, Dylan, man, you came in hot at the end, man. Thank you, brother. Man, that made me smile. Thank you. Dylan, man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the love and support, man. That's very generous of you at the end of the night, man. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, brother. That's nice, man. Thank you. Jones. Good night, Sam. Peace and love. Thank you. Apathy. Good night, all. Prayer emoji. Thank you. And backwoods, aka Dylan, man. Northwest. Thank you again, man. Peace to you also, man. Thank you. It's nice of you, man. More money. Good night, brother. More money. Good night to you too. Gilbert. Thanks all. Good night, Gilbert. Good job with the comments tonight, man. I'm gonna check out Alchemist. A lot of people like that. I never heard of it. Only the producer. Apathy. Very nice. Backwoods. Yeah, that was a blessing, man. Peace. Thank you, Norma. Good night, Sam and everyone. Dream good dreams. I'm gonna watch a little porn. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you. I love you, Norma. Shout out to what was that? Middleburg. Florida's a huge state, guys. So visit it, man, and check it out. There's a lot of places to live, Marin. Pleasant dreams, everyone. What kind of emoji is that? Most people sell or trade. Marin knows because Marin is in the business of RV dealership. She goes, most people sell or trade their RVs after 2 years. That I would tend to agree. On average, I think that's true. A real statistic on this. Yeah, I think Marin's dropping some knowledge on you guys. Good job, Marin. Apathy, very nice. Yeah, that was very nice. Thank you, Apathy. Thank you to Dylan. Marin, pleasant dreams. Apathy, good night, Marin. Apathy, peace emoji. Backwoods, I love your live videos. Backwoods. Thank you, brother. Believe me, I appreciate your kindness, man. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate everyone's support. Thank you. I enjoy these too. Like, I look forward to this at the end of the day. It kind of like makes me a little bit happier in life. And so I sincerely say thank you to everyone. I sincerely say, just like everyone said too, I hope you have a great night. I hope you have a peaceful sleep.